Austria's far-right Freedom Party has secured the most votes in the country's general election for the first time since World War II, after running on a platform of curbing migration and rising inflation. For more, we're joined by reporter Bridget Rollison from London. Good morning, Bridget. What's been the focus of the election campaign in Austria?
Good morning, Bridget. Well, migration has been the big focus of this election campaign here in Austria. We've seen the far-right Freedom Party leader, Herbert Kickl, running on this policy platform to build a fortress Austria. He's really been capitalising on things like migration and also security, which has been heightened by recent fears over the Taylor Swift concerts that we saw cancelled in Vienna after police foiled a plot to attack those events. Now, some of the other issues that have been pretty big here during the election was also the war in Ukraine, rising inflation, and also Austrians' lingering resentment over the COVID-19 pandemic. There's still some resentment over the mandatory vaccinations. Now, this far-right Freedom Party is celebrating its success today. It has won the most votes it has ever won since World War II. The issue, though, is it's only about 30% of the overall vote. So in order to form government, it needs to team up with another party. But this will be a pretty big issue for them because no other party actually wants to form government with them. The Socialist Party, the Conservative Party, the Greens have all ruled out working with this controversial and divisive leader, Herbert Kickl. They say he's been spreading fear and misinformation and conspiracy theories. Let's hear from the current Conservative leader and the current Chancellor of Austria in his concession speech.
I can't take away your disappointment, but what I want to give you is the confidence that it's right to stand up for your values, to fight, to persuade. What matters now is that we continue to stand by exactly what we promised before the election, and that also applies after the election. That is taking a stance.
Well, this result marks another far-right gain in Europe for the populist parties. We've seen a rise in support for populist parties in France, in Germany and in the Netherlands. But it'll be really interesting to see what this election, the influence that it might have on the Ukraine war, because we've seen that this far-right Freedom Party in Austria have quite a few pro-Russia policies. It wants to end the UK support for Ukraine, and it also wants to reverse the sanctions that's been placed on Russia over the war. So definitely one to watch.
Absolutely, it is. Bridget, thanks very much.